yesterday was significant, okay, because the ANC confirmed that it has finally closed the Jacob Zuma chapter. This after, remember, he was suspended or expelled. That's the right word. He was expelled from the ANC. He had 21 days to appeal, and the 21st day of the appeal lapsed yesterday. So in simple South African parlance, that could be like Jacob Zuma, the ANC, finish and clar. Maybe, right. So what does this mean now for the ANC? What does it mean for Jacob Zuma as well? And why would he not have appealed it, considering that they certainly challenged the issues before? Let's get the thoughts of Professor Duvenage, who is a political analyst as always. Good chatting to you, Prof. Thanks for your time.
Good afternoon. Nice talking again.
Much appreciated. Right. Are you surprised that Jacob Zuma did not appeal?
By no means. Since 2017, and especially after 2019, Jacob Zuma was playing games with the ANC, initially within the ANC, and later on from outside the ANC. It was already before the election absolutely clear that he's committed to something else, the MK party, and he's going to oppose the Ramaphosa ANC, as he referred to it, with everything possible. So yes, he waited for them to fire him from the party. He do not want to come back. He made his mark during the election, and I believe he is at the moment in the position where he is relatively strong in terms of competition with the ANC, and there's even the possibility that people from the ANC may deflect it, as we listen to the warning from Panyasa Lesufi over the weekend in Boksburg, addressing the PEC of the ANC in Gauteng. So yes, he's a master tactician and he's playing games all the time.
All right, but if he was that tactical, wouldn't the appeal would have been another gambit to play games and to just prolong this issue and therefore to distract the ANC while the MK party makes other gains elsewhere?
I think the momentum for Mr. Zuma in person shifted so far away from the ANC that there's not a lot to win from the ANC from within. Maybe a few people that may leave the ANC, Floyd Shivambu style, going to the MK party. But as you mentioned earlier in the previous interview, there's also a lot of dynamics going on within the MK party. And I think his priority at the moment and his leadership is to stabilize the MK party, get his people in position. Because what he's doing at the moment is to purify the party from all, let's call it, foreign elements or elements he do not want to have within the party, positioning his own people. And these people, many of them are related to state capture, was part of the Zuma elite. We are thinking about a number of people. Brian Molefe, for example, is one of them. So it's all about tactics and positioning, but the priority is now what is going on within MK and not within the ANC.
Okay, so you're saying, to confirm, the ANC Zuma conversation, that's history now?
It is history to the extent that he's no more part of that structures in any formal way. But it's not the end of the relationship, because a relationship can be conflicting. And without any doubt, this is just a manifestation of a conflict. And now I'm referring to the MK party that was originally within the structures of the ANC. So the relationship of conflict will continue, but it's now two separate identities. And my take on it is that Zuma will give all his attention to the MK party.
So let's then talk about your thoughts about the MK party's ability to be able to attract new blood, but in this case, new blood is new, very, very experienced, high-profile blood into the party. Has that surprised you?
No, it doesn't surprise me, although I think we can calculate that the people that will be interested in the MK party were people that were being aligned to Jacob Zuma, probably in the one or another corrupt way. And my take on it is that Zuma is at the moment assembling the political elite that is corrupt. That's why I'm referring to that grouping as the coalition of the corrupt. But yes, some of them were influential people in South African politics and or in the corporate sector or within the state administration.
You see, that's the point. There are some people, and as you say, the politically elite of the corrupt, and some may say, let's throw in the word alleged for that, but I hear you. But it's not like everybody who's joined the party has had any allegations against them. So there are people who have no allegations of corruption at all, and they still see the future within the MK. Why do you think that's the case?
Well, I think it's about opportunity. We know that many of them believe they didn't get the opportunity within the framework of the ANC. We know there were a lot of conflict within the structures about positioning people, etc., etc. But then there's also a very important other factor, and that is that the politics of utility, the politics of opportunity may lie within the MK party because this is a growing party. This is a party that's creating momentum. And you can add Zulu nationalism to it because without any doubt, there's a strong base of Zulu nationalism. And it may be a very sound tactical move on the side of the MK party to bring in Floyd Shivambu because he has the ability to mobilize outside the exclusive framework of, let's call it, Zulu nationalism.
Well, I mean, that's the point. Therefore, and then let's leave it at that. That's the point. There's evidence that the party is growing, not just in terms of that election or the very first one, but in terms of the people with high profiles, nationally and provincially, who are like saying, hold it, I want to be a part of that party. Prof. Andre Duvenage, I appreciate your time. Certainly interesting insights, and you as the audience can challenge those insights